The culture of England cultural has a rich and diverse culture that has involved our countries. Here's breakdown of the type of culture England has: traditional historical culture, monarchy and aristocracy. England has a deep-rooted royal tradition, with the British monarchy playing and symbolic and culture roles. Historic landmarks, castle, cathedrals, and the ancient buildings reflect countries of history from Roman time through the Middle Ages to the modern era. Class system, although less pronounced to the traditional class distinction, still influence except of the England society. Modern and multicultural. Modern multicultural society is highly diverse, especially in cities like London, Birmingham, and Manchester. Immigration has brought influence from the South Asia, Africa, in the Caribbean, Eastern Europe, and more. Fashion of the traditions, cuisines, festivals, fashion, and music reflects a mix of global culture, also alongside traditional English customs. Polite and reserved social culture. Manners matters. England people are after described as polite, reserved, and indirect in communication. Querying cultures waiting in the line fairly is a strong social expectation. Sense of humor. Know your sarcasm, wit, and the irony. British humor is the big part of the culture. Literacy and artistic heritage. Literacy of some home to this is Shakespeare, Carlos Dickens, John Austen, and many more. England has had a major influence on the world literature. Theatres and music. London's West End in world famous for the theatres. England is also the birthplace of major music movement like the Beatles, punk rock, and the Britpop. Sport and leisure. Football sectors a massive part of England identify of the culture. Other traditional sport, cricket, rugby, tennis, and the golf are also significant. Religious and ethical value. Christian heritage, historical Christian and but modern English and England is largely secular with freedom of the religions. Ethical value, respect for the law, democracy, human rights, and fairness are foundational. So overall, England's culture is the blend of traditional values and the modern diversity. Roots, its long history but consistently evolving through global influence. The lifestyle of the girl in England, like do you move? Yes, the lifestyle of the girls of England can vary widely depending on the age, location, background, educational, and the personal choice. However, here's generals overview. of how many girls and young women in the England lives, move, and expression themselves. Independence and empowered freedom and the freedoms of movement. Girls and women in England generally have a high degree of personal freedoms. They can go out alone, travel, study, or work without restriction. Self-expression. Most girls dress as the like of the fashion varies from trendy and the moderns to more classes or modest depending on the personal taste and cultures. England education's career focus. Girls are encouraged to study, attend university, and pursue any careers they choose from medicine and the law, business,